I watched The Boys. I've seen the first 4 episodes of The Boys.
Yeah.
So fucking good.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna say surprisingly good because I had kind of low expectations going in.
Why? It's got a pretty good pedigree.
It's got a pretty good pedigree.
Aside from the Garth Ennis book itself, you've got Seth and Evan, and you've got Kripke.
Totally. But it's like we're living in this wave of the kind of postmodern commentary on superhero-dom itself, between like Doom Patrol and Umbrella Academy and now The Boys. Like it just felt like a cycle of similar, if not the same.
Right.
And I was just kind of like blown away with not just how seriously they're taking it, but how inspired they're taking it and how they're playing so fair.
Does it deviate a lot from the book?
I can't be sure. I don't know how it ends yet.
Okay.
I've been told by trusted sources that it does deviate a little bit from the sort of finale of the first trade and the first like story thrust of the book.
Right.
But not in any way that feels like out of place. But
how's Carl?
Carl's great. Like he's having so much fucking fun.
He's so good, man. He's like in everything. He was an amazing Judge Dredd. Not to mention he's a great fucking Bones. And remember him as Ravager in fucking Ragnarok as well. I've interviewed him a couple times. He's a nice dude, man.
He's a nice dude, and he's funnier than he's ever really let out of the box on screen. Except here, like here, he's just doing it. And I'm so taken with Homelander as a character because Superman would absolutely be a sociopath, and that is what The Boys is doing. And like. Because if you were a god among people, and let's pretend you might not have been raised by the 2 greatest people on the face of the planet,
right? And
you just have like
I don't know, fucking. It depends what incarnation you call them the greatest people. One version of the guy is like, "Don't save me, save the dog."
Some would say that's a better person than the other ones.
That's true. Good point.
But yeah, just the fact that that's a dude who will gleefully let people die because they don't mean anything to him. Because the human person is a speck on the windshield of the Homelander's life. But yes, you should totally check out The Boys. I'm kind of in love with it.
I watched episode 1 and liked. How deep are you?
I'm 4 in.
Oh fuck.
I'm enough to see how they deal with aquatic mammals. It's oh damn, like it's you'll get there. You'll get there, and it's worth it when you get there because then you're like, oh, this is a show that's going to do that now. All right, it reminds me of, honestly, Garth Ennis's Hitman run where he comes up with an excuse to kill baby seals.
All right.
It's one of those like, no, I see how this works. I see what you're trying to do. Take the sweetest animal and then do things to it.
He's so good.
I finished The Boys.
Oh, yeah? Everyone, nothing but love for it. I see on social media. I loved episode 1.
Oh, man, it is so good.
Kept delivering?
It kept delivering. I had never seen this guy named Anthony Starr before. He plays Homelander. Holy shit, dude. This guy's amazing.
You dug.
Because he does this thing where like he's Superman for like 60% of the show. And then like that, he's Hannibal Lecter. Like literally, he flips on a dime and suddenly he's a sociopath. And it's so much fun to watch. Because he would be a sociopath if you're fucking Superman. You would sure, like, should I save this plane? Maybe. I'm just saying, they'll know we were here, and we don't want that to happen. So maybe all of these people should just die. You guys will be fine. Take care. Like it's amazing. Right. So good. I mean, we talked about it a little bit the last episode. I was surprised as shit by the first 4 because it's like, oh, this could be bad, and it's not bad. I didn't quite realize exactly how fucked up it was going to get until you get to the end,
right.
And it's juicy. Oh man, I love it to death.
I'm in.
There's this one sequence where there's a support group for survivors of like accidental casualty survivors or whatever, like people whose lives have been ruined by like a mistake that a superhero made. And there's this interview with these 2 guys, one of which is played by Malcolm Barrett, who's from Timeless, and they're just like, well, you know, I'm a writer, like I write like marketing materials for like Vought, which is the company that kind of runs the superheroes. Like I write marketing materials for them, and there was one superhero who, you know, I'm not gonna say her name, but you know. she took a liking to me, took a fancy to me, like, and nobody wants to fuck the writer. And I felt it so hard. Like, I know. You're right. So much. And then he tells the story, and the punchline to that story is amazing. But no, if you haven't seen The Boys, you should watch The Boys. If you've seen The Boys, fucking watch The Boys again, because it's so good.
Before we do anything, I'll be honest with you. I must love this show because coming here to do this show is about the only thing that could have torn me away from watching The Boys. Fuck, is that good? Oh my God.
I've been telling you like 2 weeks in a row. I was like, you gotta watch the fucking Boys.
I think I got my wife on the hook, man, because I was watching. She's like, what is this? And I was like, it's a superhero thing. And she's going, but they're hurting each other. I'm like, yeah, I thought you might like it. It's wonderfully fucking made. Kripke did a great job fucking writing it, adapting it. The first episode was directed by a guy named Dan Trachtenberg. Mm-hmm. He had done the
10 Cloverfield Lane.
Yes, the Cloverfield movie.
Mm-hmm.
But I know I'm watching The Boys and like fucking loving them. Shit, this shit's shot like a goddamn movie. It looks fantastic. Really fucking visually sumptuous, composed incredibly well, acting great across the boards. And at the end, they put up the credit, and I was like, that's the motherfucker who taught me how to podcast, man. I was like, and I've done many podcasts, and he went on to have a real career. Maybe that was the plan all along, man. He's like, here, Shiny Light podcast. Then he went over and took a fucking movie career away and shit. Fuck, he's talented. I love the first episode. The second episode was a wonder. I'm on 4 right now. Fucking, oh my God. So, and it's gotten to the place where Jennifer, at one point, she was like, hey, which is her version of let's fuck in the afternoon. But I was like, This motherfucker just took down a plane. Fuck off. Spoilers. Fucking loving it. It's great.
It's so good.
Grade A programming. If you haven't seen it yet, fucking, it's on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, and the guy who fucking plays, I will ride hard for
Homelander. Who is this fucking guy?
Anthony
He's like
Starr.
He's like the dark Chris Evans, man.
Yes.
Or really the dark Chris Pine. He's more piney than anything else. Yeah.
Like the frosted tips and everything.
Very much so.
Oh, like on a dime, he goes from like, hey guys, everything's gonna be fine. They're all gonna die now.
Yeah. Yeah, he's wonderful. I'm telling you, there's not a weak link in the cast. Carl Urban is great. Fucking Jack Quaid's great. Who's the girl who plays Star?
Erin Moriarty, I think her name is.
Fantastic.
I've
Who
never
is
seen
she?
her before.
Oh my God, so good.
And
fucking Elizabeth Shue. Thank you, man. Because I was sitting there watching it going, Jesus fucking Christ, man. She like rocks in this. I'm hoping to God she joins Karate Kid, Cobra Kai next season. Because spoilers at the end of season 2. Spoilers. If you haven't seen season 2, cover your fucking ears. I'm going to give you 5 seconds. Fuck it, 3. Fuck it. We're talking about it now. Johnny threw his fucking phone, and then fucking a notice came up where he got a text from Allie, who was played by Elizabeth Shue in the movies. So I was like, what the fuck? Ran to my wife. I was like, Allie's coming back. She didn't know who the fuck I was talking about and shit, but I was so excited. Saw her on this show. I was like, she don't need it, man. Like, she's fucking running shit in this show. She's fantastic. Excellent casting choice. Thank you for shouting her out. Yeah, man, quality across the boards. I ain't getting any money in this. Some people accuse me of fucking...
all